Okay, are we live? Are we doing the thing? I think I'm good to go. Okay, so just gonna get into it because I only have an hour and 28 minutes. So 3, 2, 1, go. I play A Link to the Past, but it's been 6 months since I played it, so here goes nothing. So long story short, I was registering for fall classes today, and I was expecting to be in class today, but it turns out the whole thing is completely screwed, so I'm not actually able to do it. You can have a chair. I'm not able to actually attend the fall session, and Spawny here was going to play A Link to the Past for me as an emergency backup, so I did not practice. But here I am, very last minute. But fortunately, I've got a time of an hour and 25 minutes in this game. So with any luck, I should be able to sub 90 pretty comfortably and finish on time. Barring deaths and shenanigans. What's up, guys? Luna, Triforce. Yeah, also bonus incentive for everybody that's here right now. I hope that's okay. Donate $20 before I go get the Master Sword, and your choice, I will either collect or skip the Magic Mushroom, which will give me an opportunity to refill health in all of the last 3 dungeons. Fun fact.
Cool.
Thank you. What's up, Boyardee? Saw you on the trivia yesterday. Didn't realize you were a massive Zelda nerd. But I guess that's not too surprising at all. Cool little trick there. You actually hold the sword out and poke that guy for 1 hit worth of damage, and then normally when you poke an enemy, Link will drop his sword, but there's a brief moment where you can release your sword spin and do 3 hits worth of damage at the same time, which is really, really useful because that guard takes 3 hits to be killed. Just gonna do safety pot here because I'm trying to go fast. And if I can teach you guys anything, consistency is speed. 6, 8. Counting text boxes is important in this game.
I'm gonna change you.
Yeah. Please do the things. Oh, I was there for the 2017. Yes. Yes, indeed. That's a hot meme right now. It's better to lose half a second in the short term than try to go for the half a second time save and lose 3 seconds. That's all. Just if it feels Play this game enough, it's just like riding a bike. You forget a lot of stuff, but the core mechanics never truly go away. I had to be that guy. That's so cool.
Seattle hero. Way out there.
The green... Okay, I'm looking for the green rupee to drop because I want to get the blue and the red to come after. But... there it is. Okay. Because I need to collect at least 4 rupees at some point. 58. Horrible. Yes, what was your comment?
Oh.
Oh, okay. I don't have immediate access to that right at this moment.
From the past.
Ah.
A donation from the past. Perfect for this game.
One thing we do on this screen, if you come in a little bit high, that green guard will always face down and you can just walk past him. You lose a couple of frames nudging the fence, but it's a lot less frames than using the boomerang to get him out of the way. Tiny optimizations in this game.
Hey Luna, is there a link to
The past?
the donations? Wow, I wasn't even thinking that I can pull up. I'm sure it's in here somewhere. Your Discord, but
I wasn't able to access
see it.
the Tiltify page, and they told me don't worry about it.
Okay. Well, we had a few donos in seasons, and I felt bad because I thank you person for donating an amount of money. Okay, I got you. No worries.
Okay. So I got my red rupee, which means I have enough money for the entire game now. Aside from... you actually only need to get 4 rupees from random enemy drops, and if you don't do that, there's even a backup for that situation if you get that unlucky, so... pretty easy money farming in this game. This is a fun trick where you kill invisible enemies. There's a whole thing to it, but basically those guys are actually there before they spawn in, and you can kill 2 of them while they're invisible instead of 4 of them that are visible. Super convenient. Coming up is a very poorly named trick called Big Key Skip. You're not actually skipping the big key, you're doing a damage boost to get the big key. What you're skipping is killing all of the random enemies in the room that release the anti-fairies that are guarding the switch. It's a nice big key skip.
Keys skip?
Yeah.
I would like to learn the keys skip for my seasons round.
I can teach you to skip big keys. That was not according to plan whatsoever, but kinda just made it work anyway. That's a very rude pattern. Alright, so the boss of this dungeon, the Armos Knights, normally they have a second cycle, or second phase, where they go into like a rage animation. Looks like we're gonna see it today, because I messed up badly. Normally you don't see this phase in the speedrun.
Okay, I was practicing this game earlier because I thought I was gonna have to play. My first Armos was also just like that.
I pressed the D-pad and I did not move, so...
You know what? I hate that controller. It's funny because its partner is the one that I use on my setup, and it's so much better. The D-pad is...
Yeah,
That controller is...
This controller is ready to be retired.
When you bring it together, we can swap it out in a cutscene. It's so much better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Desert opening. The D-pad is super mushy. Alright, got our first actual glitch of the game here. If you hold the sword out and press A after you release the sword, again, when you exit manual stairs like that, then you're able to dash in any direction at full speed without having to start and stop dashes like this. Super convenient. No, that's definitely a kitty tail.
This?
Yeah. There is a cat tail on screen. This library entrance spin speed saves 2/3 of a second. I lost that time by nudging the entrance. That's how ridiculous this game is.
We're gonna do it at the book cutscene.
Yeah.
I'll get in position.
Okay.
We'll do the controller swap out soon here.
Here I'm doing like a very, very slight nudge up to kind of manipulate that enemy to be bounced downwards out of the way. There's a lot of super subtle tricks in this game. Very fun to grind.
Would have been a lot.
Alright, hit it.
Oh! Hey, I'm sorry.
And that's our speedrun pit crew. Wow, this D-pad is so much more responsive.
So much better. I started practicing with that one and I was like, really beat this to hell.
Yeah.
They probably used to be pretty similar controllers at one point. They were your one mind, one player.
Yep.
It's crazy. Differences.
Yep, now I need to get a second backup Super Famicom controller if I ever want to do One Minds again.
Yeah, because I was imagining a one-handed attempt with that controller to be So
It's
you have to press the button so hard.
it feels like Link got a physics patch.
You get a doppelganger here.
Yeah, Slash is a very common looking kitty. He has lots of doppelgangers.
Yes. It's Habitat. But a different cat breed, I forgot what Americans.
Short hair. Something like. Yeah, I'm losing about 30 seconds over my normal speedrun, and it's mostly small mistakes, but it all adds up. But I think I'm still on a pretty good pace. I'm not gonna do the spin speed that saves less than a second here. It's like 3/4 of a second, but if you mess it up, you jump off the ledge and you have to restart the dungeon. That's one that you have to be pretty well practiced at. And I'm not de-rusted for this, so... Alright, everybody's favorite flying worms boss. Short hop was unfortunate. I really needed that guy. 2.5 hits left. I can get this things to the left.
Nice.
4 cycle is not bad.
Yo. My cat yelled at you.
Alright, this is the hardest segment in Light World. Doing good on arrows, though. It's always nice to be doing good on arrows. Arrows are probably the most important inventory for early to mid-game. I'm going to be doing another Japanese-only glitch, where I trick the game into thinking I can swim. But I haven't actually purchased the 500 rupee Zora flippers yet, so being able to swim on this overworld saves about 8 seconds, which is pretty nice. And that's the only time you'll see that trick in the whole run. That guy's very rude.
Of the,
I have never gotten hit by a... Are you serious right now?
Wow. I hit this game thousands of times.
I have never gotten hit on... Oh, by the way, Top 3 OST in the entire game, Bunny Link. 3 seconds. You don't even get to hear it.
You know, just goes to show gamers that have played this the most still come across things they've never seen. Less often happens. Crazy.
That's absolutely wild, getting blocked by a cabbage halfway up that ladder. This is another safety strat where normally you'd want to dash all the way up to the top and take your chances with the Kadongo and Lanmo RNG, or Moldorm RNG. But in that case, it's much safer to cancel your dash low so you can read the Kadongo RNG and stop if he's about to shoot a fireball. Loses less than a second, but you're not gonna put yourself directly in harm's way. And I don't currently have the RNG reaction skills to go for high-level tech like that.
Sacrifice in like quarter, half a second.
Yep. Always make sure the chest is open before you start mashing Y. You'll have a very bad time. That's fine. You can live in there now. Marathon safety switch. Normally we wouldn't see that. Okay, that's fine. That's not as fine. So the 30-ish seconds that I've lost up to this point, that's like 20 seconds right there. Normally I'd be done with this dungeon right about now. That's a very rude wormy. Come on. I've spent 1 billion hours learning how to predict where this worm is gonna go. Alright, we're gonna go get the Master Sword.
You are so two-hand.
No. But I have less brain right now for thinking.
It's brain because
Alright, so this section right here, it's extremely important to not take any damage from the time you pull the first tree to the time you pull the next tree at the end of the woods. Because the way the tree pulls work is if you've killed more than 4 enemies but have taken damage, blue rupees will come out. And then if you kill 4 or more enemies without taking damage and pull another tree, red rupees will come out. And we need red rupees to continue the run. It's a route that saves about 6 seconds overall. And if you get hit, it loses, I don't know, several. And since nobody decided, I'm getting the mushroom. But this overworld isn't one of the harder sections of the game, so most people get the tree rupees rather than the safety chest rupees. So, this room right here, I killed those blue guards in a very particular way so that I was able to dash through them. Because when you dash through enemies in this game, they do not drop any items, and they do not advance the enemy prize pack. And that's super important because I want to save that prize pack drop for later in the game, because it includes a fairy and a full magic refill. And I'm going to want those in a very specific place. This dungeon is a lot more fun if you have sword beams, so I'm kind of sad. Alright, pause to check RNG there, because depending on which way the guard in the outside ring moves, you have to adjust your movement to compensate. I grabbed the wrong pot, that's very weird. Yeah. Yo, what's good, Drew? Grab the top left pot with the bomb, which means I can skip a bomb later, but I'm not going to, because honestly having an extra bomb is fine. So this is everybody's favorite RNG wizard.
Hi, Goldie.
So you can get anywhere from 0 to 15 blue ball attacks, and each of them costs about 6 seconds. Average is 3, and if you get 3, it costs an additional 6 seconds. So average time loss here is 24 seconds. And that's just baked into the game, can't do anything about it.
Not a good start.
No, it's most likely is probably somewhere between, like, it's probably close to 5 now.
Oh, 5 have already happened?
No, 3 have happened, but the most likely outcome is probably like 5 plus at this point. Okay. There's a 1 in 8 chance to get it. There's a 1 in 4 chance that you're correct still.
Coin heads! Oh, it's tails. Oh, tails.
5. 6 or 7 is the most likely outcome now.
This was a serious attempt to be very upset with.
If this was a serious attempt,
Probably be reset. Very serious.
that 6 would have been a reset for sure. You can still get it here. Okay, 6. So that's a time loss of 42 seconds. That's almost always going to be a reset for a real PB attempt for me. So that's the first 1/3 of the game. You play your ass off for half an hour to get a lottery ticket.
Ooh. I'll donate for more of that controller if you want.
Alright, so now we're in Dark World. And the game gets harder now. Most of the enemies do at least 2 to 4 times damage at this point. And we are essentially very under-leveled for this point in the game, because normally you would have like 9 or 10 hearts, you'd have net and bottles, you'd have some additional safeties. You have to pay this monkey. Oh, I didn't practice hammer jump. This will be fine.
No, you don't need to.
There is a double pixel perfect setup coming up that saves 40 seconds. No big deal. You just have to get the correct pixel 2 times in a row. But it's fine. It's pretty generous as far as how many attempts you get. So we're just collecting all of the keys for the back of the dungeon at this point. And then fun trick there where you walk under the bomb and wait for it to explode. Ooh, I hear money.
Thank you, donator.
Hey, pointed on it. Thanks, dude.
Yes, Dappy. Thank you for the port. Port 67 for the children.
Alright, now one of the more famous tricks in the run here. This is a notorious run ender.
He's got this.
That was a 1 buffer.
Easy.
That's actually dumb.
I guess I've never tried that room getting both bots, because I'm on a more beginner account where I get more bombs and other. I never even considered that it's that much tighter when you're getting bots.
This is sexy statue. Sexy statue was sexy today. color palette may be slightly off on the capture. Honestly, wasn't too super worried about it, but I guess I could have dialed in the effects a little bit. Yeah. If you click on the capture and go into the filters section, color correction, yeah, but you can adjust it. Right, here's everyone's favorite gigantic Helmasaur. Alright. So, very fun fact, doing a spin speed in this room is super, super useful because being in spin speed increases the hammer's hitbox by a lot. Somebody discovered a few years back. And so instead of having to hold the sword out and go diagonally into his eye to use the hammer on his jewel, you can just bop him on the nose. Super convenient.
Well, I hopefully like this button here.
It's a little saturated, but like probably plus 10 to 15 saturation would be okay. Maybe a little less brightness. It's looking a little not black on the screen. I want the darks to be nice and dark.
Dark. People that don't know. Even numbered.
Oh yeah, I'm excited to multi with you guys on Saturday. Super stoked about that. I'm also playing Adventure of Link sometime Saturday morning. Very excited about that as well. Hammer Dash, fun trick. Most things have gone according to plan at this point in the run. The worst things were failing bumper skip and the unfortunate Aghanim RNG, but I basically lost a minute and most of it was out of my control, so pretty happy overall. I overshot it by 1 frame. Gonna quit forever. How will we recover? Also, like, hammer jump, I did an extra buffer by accident. I genuinely didn't even need it. I was just, like, brain farting. This is where we meet Usain Bolt, the fastest guard in Hyrule. But he's not as fast as the fastest elf in Hyrule.
Thanks for the follow, Victor.
Welcome, welcome. We're 1 away from our 100th follower.
Wow.
Who's gonna be the lucky gamer?
Wow.
Another hammer dash. Great trick. So, you might have noticed that I entered that warp from the left side, which seems like it'd be slower. And in theory, yes, if you're measuring how many frames it took me to get into the warp, it's technically slower. But entering the warp from the left side gives us a quick warp, which actually saves 34 frames. There's lots of really fun small tech in this game. We're out here saving fractions of a second. A really fun key dash here, where if you set up from a specific position, you can dash straight through the locked door. It's a fun one.
Dude, mock on that. Well, 1 in 4 chance, or 3 in 4 chance.
This is fine. Just keep swimming. Link, where are you going? Okay. This is, everything's fine. Sometimes you lose 10 seconds in hell.
Sometimes things just don't.
That was the first room so far in this run where I really totally spazzed, and we're basically halfway done.
Well, for
Yeah, this is
nothing catastrophic.
This is going in completely raw. I literally didn't play the game.
In months. Maybe a little bit. Maybe not even.
No, not even.
We did like our
I played like less than an hour of that random. Need to just stick to the script here. It's gonna be fine. For like 5 entire seconds, my brain decided that I wasn't fine in jail cell. This guy could potentially drop the arrows, which I really would like. Okay, I'm probably gonna get it in Skullwood's mummy key, or Satan spawn room. Oh, that's bad. Very bad.
very nice dodge.
Okay.
Ran in circles to avoid those fireballs or those ball. Are they fire?
Yeah. So that's a scripted fight, and you do 9 hits, frame perfectly, and you kill blind in the exact same spot every time. I messed up the 4th hit, so I had to do the last 6 hits off script. Blind off script is one of the hardest fights in the whole game, if not the hardest.
It's not easy, but eventually you learn the pattern.
typically advanced speedrunners don't do blind off script, so it's not something you get to practice ever. Which is kind of funny how the progression of speedrunning skill works is the better you get at it, the less you practice beginner backups. And it just becomes that much harder to adapt to on the fly.
That's why it's good practice to finish out boss fight that you screwed up instead of just resetting the room, which I'm really bad at doing. I always just reset the room typically, but probably
you should practice your mistakes.
Because you're gonna make those mistakes and
Alright, got the breadsmiths. Yo, what's up, Agrovile? We have not died yet. Great news.
A micro disaster, but no death, and it's fine.
We'll review the VOD and I'll count all the micro disasters. I'm gonna do fence dash for the kids. I am not gonna do fence dash for the kids. I attempted fence dash for the kids. That's all one can ask of me. I used to have this one-handed setup that I was really consistent with, and my muscle memory did not remember the position on the controller, so rip.
Probably better at it.
It's true.
Crazy.
Because you need to hit both buttons at the exact same time, so the strat is to basically slam your hand into the controller as fast as possible, so both fingers hit the controller on the same frame. Arrows?
Okay, it's fun.
How rude. This is fine. Health management can be a little bit scary in Skullwoods because you can basically only get hit like 3 or 4 times, or only 3 times before you die, typically. Because you have to take some intentional damage here. And here I'm taking iframes as I exit the door, so I can just walk through this ropa. And that there is a really good example of like, okay, health is a resource, right? I only have a limited amount of it, but I'm willing to sacrifice one of my hearts in order to not have to stop and slash that enemy. We got the Fire Snake Dance Party. Let's go. Gonna do the Joe strat. Shoutouts to Joe D'Amelio. Alright, that was an interesting backup. So this guy, we're gonna dash him into the block, and I'm gonna die, but it's okay. Sorry, Grova. I messed up the positioning and timing on the initial hit of the dash, so it makes that fight really free if you get the initial setup, but now we're basically in poverty strats here. I have to go into like I have to go into sad farming. Nobody likes sad farming. This is one of the quickest deaths in the whole game. It's super fast to get back here. Okay, so that's what that looks like. And then, if you did it right, you can just kill them off in like 10 seconds.
I feel like on a D-Rist it's easy to screw up in. Point two.
Alright, so now we're gonna go buy the flippers for real. Do that menu to cancel that dash on the correct frame there, so that I can land on a quick warp pixel and save another half a second. There's fun tech in this game. I love the tiny optimizations. This is the Ropa lottery. I won the lottery.
Yay, good job.
Sometimes that Ropa can just hit you out of your dash, and it's totally RNG dependent. It's not super common, and on very rare occasions, he can even clip you into the side of the mountain, invalidating your run. Fun fact.
It's super. I don't think that's ever happened to me, and I've been through that screen so many times.
I've seen it happen to maybe 3 people in 10 years.
Yeah. I remember it happened to Bidey, and then he just changed his strat forever. Was of course probably on TV.
Like, yeah, that's so Biden though. Like, this 1 out of 1,000 thing happened to me. I'm never doing it again.
Right. Spaghetti. Yeah, they do look like spaghetti balls. I think we have on deck is Zelda pinching the Skyward Sword, so that is 7 Central, which one Eastern, that's in 35 minutes.
That's good. I'm gonna be like probably a couple minutes over pace here, realistically.
Yeah, it's gonna be close, but I bet they'll let you play for a minute or two.
Vaporeon. I always imagine it's like, okay, if you've ever seen The Nightmare Before Christmas, and what's the guy's name? He's like made of sackcloth and he's full of bugs. I imagine that those enemies are like worms sticking out of the top, and they're just full of bugs. There you go. That's welcome to my brain. I guess I don't even care at this point.
Google's gonna save his magic for the boss. Can't use anymore. Even though on the overworld when he missed that fire rod shot, I'm sure he wished he could have used another.
I
But he couldn't.
I literally cannot use another fire rod shot for the rest of this dungeon, or I will not be able to beat the boss.
It's possible to get drops, but nobody relies on it. It's too risky.
It's too risky.
It's good. I wasn't sure if it was gonna be.
Damage boosting through here, and I got the hard. Let's go.
Wow.
Good. And just gonna take the deboost there. Don't have the hook shot here, unfortunately, so maybe a bard that is spoony. I also appreciate the Final Fantasy humor. Thank you for that. You guys are very accommodating. So I can take exactly one hit from this boss, and I can miss exactly 0 fire rod shots. If this fight doesn't go perfect or near perfect, I lose 3 minutes. That was...
You're lucky you lived. Oh my god.
If you were scared, I was scared too.
So that last ice block that fell, it breaks into pieces and goes into 4 directions. It's like 50-50. It could go cardinal directions or diagonal.
If it pushed me into the cold stare puff, I would have died.
You got lucky because it went cardinal directions, not diagonal, because that would have been bad. That's crazy. Jeez.
I saved 3 minutes on a coin flip. Let's go.
You went for the slash strat.
You know, I shouldn't have, but
yeah.
my muscle memory led me astray. Muscle memory is bad, folks. If I can teach you one thing that isn't consistency as speed, it's that muscle memory will betray you.
Evil.
Muscle memory is not your friend.
That's why I'm not a very good I rely more on muscle memory instead of just being mentally available. It's not great.
Band name?
Mentally available?
Yeah. It's like, it's almost mid, but not quite.
It's half-baked. It can get better somehow, I'm not sure how though. Mentally unavailable would be
okay. I don't know, it's too wordy. It's, yeah. So you can delete this block here. Yeah. That's it. You can delete that block.
Yes. Very cool. The game didn't want you to do. Lots of fun tricks in this. Definitely more than in Seasons. Seasons does have its cool tricks and manips, but
Slash bubble.
wow, you noticed that's that bubble. Impressive.
I've been bopped by it 6,000 times. You're banned from the screen room.
Okay, bye.
Don't go.
Oh god, I stepped on a cat. She didn't make a sound because her tail is broken and she can't feel it, but I just walked all over it.
Ah! Okay, so Swamp Palace is technically level 2 in the Dark World, but we're doing it 5th, which means for the first time in this game, we're extremely overpowered. That was very rude Tektite RNGs. If I can teach you anything that isn't the other two things, Tektites are assholes. God damn it. That's not even appropriate for a PG-13 stream. So I'm trying to be extremely greedy by going just slightly early on the lever push, and that's one of those tricks that you need to recalibrate your muscle memory pretty frequently, and I had to say I have not. This next room relies on a really cool mechanic by where you can get free movement while you're pushing a block, like that, which makes it possible to make this cycle like that. Very fun. Did I mention I love tiny time saves?
No, you didn't have to. That's the fun of the game, right?
Yeah.
Cool things we do. It's like people tell me, shouldn't go over fence dash. You're gonna screw it up and lose time, but it's like it's fun to do, and I feel like I'm pretty good at it. And I don't do it just to save 10 frames. I do it because
I was on the wrong pixel.
it's fun to pet.
That's the wrong button. What is happening? I threw the pot. In what world does that make any sense? I'm done.
It's okay.
Somehow throwing the pot at the jelly equals I slashed.
You were so close you touched it. You were very close.
Am I wearing black eyeshadow? That's a very interesting question. No, but I'm a welder at my day job, and I get a lot of black welding soot on my body when I work, and it's very difficult to get it out of my eyes. So it sometimes gives the appearance that I'm wearing black eyeshadow.
You don't look covered in black welding bits today.
That was almost an insane backup. Okay. I'm tossing. How about Stephen Candy?
You're throwing and tossing.
It's literally metal as fuck eyeshadow. Exactly. Well, it's the soot from setting metal on fire, if that helps at all.
Yeah, he's like Bender, but not as drunk.
Essentially, yeah.
Oh, thanks for the dono socks.
And I get to look slightly glam at nighttime.
So you. That's your brother. Oh, cool. Sox, are you a gamer?
I think this
is it Hereditary?
I think this is still 128 pace.
Nice.
It's technically possible to finish before 901, but I'm not going to because I'm too rusty. We go to that position for another quick work. Did not get the quick work. Ripped all the frames. So this trick here, I'm gonna stand under the rock, and I'm actually setting up for a 10-second time save at the very end of this dungeon by making sure that the bird leaves the screen at a very specific altitude. It actually is going to... I didn't get the ether medallion. Oh no. Okay. Okay.
Not a big deal.
Not a big deal.
It's okay. I got completely lost in my seasons run at one point, and I was just walking around Sabrosia trying to figure out where the it might be blacksmiths, I guess. Were.
Oh my god. Okay.
He survived! He did it for the marathon!
I just want to say that in all my years of speedrunning this game, not only have I never done that, I've never seen anyone do that. So that's another this has never happened before moment.
I think I've done it once. Like, ooh, didn't need that.
Okay, well that's gonna set my estimate back a couple minutes. I should still finish before 9:05.
Okay.
Barring all major disasters.
Hey, Fish. How you doing?
What's up, fish? Okay, now, again, I'm setting up the bird to leave the screen at a very specific altitude. Where were we? And because the bird has left the screen at that particular altitude, the game is going to store that value in memory for later, and when I use the fire rod later, it's going to use that altitude from the bird to decide how high off the ground the fire rod splash damage should hit. This game is dumb.
Check out this next room, guys. It's super cool.
Okay.
I shouldn't have touched it. You did great, though.
It's another one of those rooms that's very, very easy to lose muscle memory on.
Absolutely. Whenever I try to do a Rusty Meyer, too, it's not just half of the entire...
Keep in mind, I have not played this game in 6 months.
You're doing really good.
We're out here making it happen. Okay.
Oh. We appreciate all the donators, guys. I think when my segment started... Since my segment started, we got, I think, around $100 in donos.
I love that you get to set that guy on fire. That jelly, since you're getting a full magic refill in that room, if that jelly is in your way, you just get to set him on fire. It's so fun. This cutscene is the longest break in the entire game. With no hands. Gonna do the safety non-damage boost strat. They call that room Spark Gamble. So you're basically taking damage intentionally to gamble for a good damage boost. And we're gonna be taking a crap load of damage on the boss, so this is not a place where I want to go out of my way to take damage to save half of a second. Yeah, we take like 7 hearts of intentional damage in this dungeon.
That bird setup he did at the beginning, or right before this dungeon, is about to play in right now.
So by using dash dust when I place the block, normally placing that block would delete the variable that's stored in memory for the fire rod, but the dash dust fills up that slot so that I can fire rod this switch by hitting the spike instead.
We're not supposed to be able to do.
And that switch that I hit is in the room above that I wasn't even in, but it's loaded on the same super tile, so I'm able to hit it without actually being in the room.
Just fire rodded a torch to change a switch. Amazing. That people have figured this out.
Yep. Yeah, speedrun scientists are absolutely bonkers. The stuff that they come up with. Yes. Okay, someone ban that guy.
No, they donated. What did you say about Viddy last night when I was practicing? This morning? Whenever that was?
I don't remember.
Oh, it was really funny.
Oh.
It was an iPhone.
Oh. I should have said, I see what you did there. Anyway, I have the exact number of arrows that I need to get to the last part of the game.
Amazing.
It's not incredible. I don't feel great about it. Sub 90 is very tight. This run hasn't been incredible.
It's incredible, though.
That's true. You know, can I... something? That's so unfortunate. Everything that just happened there is because I missed that rock by like 1 pixel. In a game of pixels, every single one matters. Very aggressive dead rock pattern, by the way. I'm gonna take the safety ferry. This is gonna be like a 90-minute run, approximately, but I'm not super worried about it. I'm gonna be done in like 16 minutes. If all goes to plan. Anyway, not important. Okay, Turtle Rock is a hard dungeon, but we're gonna have a good time.
Ready.
So, we hookshot to that torch to save a ton of time. Super cool. This damage boosts this roller so that we can dash through the other one. Super cool. You can alternatively mirror back to the beginning of the dungeon, which only loses like 4 seconds, so I'm taking 3 hearts of damage to save 4 seconds. This speedrun is absolutely ridiculous.
The level that he's on.
There's the fairy that I saved for later.
From Agate Tower.
It's later now.
It's so much later. He's been planning this for a long time. Like an hour later. Almost.
I will hopefully get the magic drop on Poke 1, and I will hopefully get the lower left pattern so that I can collect the magic drop. This game has so much RNG variability that you have to react to. But this was a very fortunate one, although I did not get the magic, so if the Poke 2 pattern is favorable, then I'll go for the magic pickup.
How many of the Poke 2 RNGs would you consider favorable?
Roughly a third of them.
Okay. There's 16 RNGs in Pokies 2, which will be in the next one.
It's definitely less than half.
God gamers have all of the RNGs memorized.
I'll take that.
As in what strat to do for each RNG.
There are only 3 RNGs where you can double spin both of them at the same time, and that's one of my favorites.
Nice. Yeah, that seemed fast.
I am totally spazzing on what to do here, but I'm gonna do ultra safe strat.
Yeah, good.
There's like 300 inputs in that room, and my brain didn't want to do them. There's actually like 5 different viable strats in that one room. This room has so much RNG and so much strat variability that's all basically a dead tie. Essentially.
Laser skips coming up. We don't get the mirror shield. Do something else.
This guy just eats himself off, and we dash past that laser. Easy.
Amazing.
And the Helmosaur died, so I can safely key dash this.
Nice.
I want to do that, and that's fine. Things happened, and we're okay with it. Okay, Trinex. It's not over yet. This is a hard boss. I took that pattern. Why would you do that? Oh my god. Okay, I am in recovery mode right now. This is off the rails. This is fine. This is fine.
Nice. Back on the rails.
If you run out of magic, you just lose 3 minutes. Again, that's a pretty common theme in this run.
What a horrible theme for a Mooglemod. Who came up with that?
This is gonna be a little over 90 minutes. It's gonna be like a 130 or a low 131. So I'm looking at like 901, 902. I'm gonna be
10, 22.
yeah, 10. Well, Central Time.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
We're gonna finish up like just slightly over.
7 months. Okay.
If Zelda is watching.
Soda, are you with us?
I'll be ready to hand it over like 5 minutes after our official time slot. We do a spin speed on this screen, which is super fun. And another very... Oh my god,
what?
That's a thing that can happen? Okay. We cancel the dash within the last couple of frames before activating the tower cutscene because having the sword out causes a lot of extra lag, and you lose like 20 frames from having the sword out during the cutscene. Lag reduction strats are absolutely massive in old school video games. There's so much stuff that you don't see that's specifically lag reduction. What am I doing? Oh yeah, we're gonna fight him with the green now. Hopefully not take any damage at all.
Green mill. Upper circle.
So again, for this Armos Knights refight, I have the exact number of arrows required to do this. Yo, what's up, Zoda? I'm looking at finishing the run like 2 minutes after my time slot. So we'll get you transferred over at like 5 after at the latest. This is my current estimate, barring all disasters. That's fine. This right here, you pause on the second stair and then wiggle to the side.
Such a hard room.
Lag reduction, all of it.
Your ice armors went better than your non-ice armors.
It's true.
It's amazing.
I like the ice armor strat. So for the mimics, I've got exactly 1 arrow to spare here. Pretty neat.
Beautiful.
Decently spicy mimics. Spike skip. Oh yeah, gaming.
Nice getting ballsies.
And I need this arrow for this guy. And if either of these guys go down, I really would have liked to have another arrow. It's fine. Sometimes you just have to follow that guy around, and it's okay. Good job, game, but I no longer need the arrows. That's unfortunate, but it's okay. Stop it! That's like the worst I've ever done that room. Safety magic. Because if you run out of magic in this room, guess how much time you lose? Not quite 3 minutes. Oh my god. Okay. Just gonna get out the cycle. And if I don't die to the laser, everything will be great. That's weird. Why would I use all of my magic?
Oh. Wow. Yeah, tricks. Glad you finally got to use your mushroom. Oh. Okay.
None of the things I attempted to do on that screen were successful.
Why did you get the rupees?
Because it's the validation check. It's for the memes. So cool. It's not his fault. It's me being bad at video game.
I've never seen them move so little. If not move. There you go.
4 cycle? Not terrible.
Really not. This, honestly, I think that's the hardest room in the game.
If you can average a 4 cycle in this fight, you're doing pretty good.
You're doing very good.
This is gonna be a low 131.
Oh.
Which, you know, whatever. Not super thrilled about it, but not disappointed either. Like,
We take those. It's like riding a bike.
just like riding a blue pig.
Take the rupees, Drew.
for the memes. Oh no! Okay. I did it for the memes. Okay. Well... Seven-ish. Eight-ish. Nine-ish. I went a little early. So there's this really cool thing you can do if you fire rod into the Horse cutscene, where you can moonwalk backwards. 131.49. Super chill, all disasters, NMG.
All disasters. Get out of here.
Appreciate
No, more
y'all
like
hanging out.
No major disasters.
Always happy to show off this incredible speedrun. And I'm gonna cut stream in 60-ish seconds, just giving you a heads up, Zoda.
Zoda's next playing some Skyward Sword. Thank you everybody who's donated today. Thanks for hanging out and watching A Link to the Past. Or if you were watching my seasons earlier, thank you for chilling through this game too.
Thanks everyone for being here. It's been an awesome time.
Thanks for having us be a part. Best of luck rest of marathon.
Right.
And yeah, I guess that's it.
Peace out. 5, 4, 3, 2. Later, gamers.